By the end of this video, you will know the exact 4-word phrase that stops a fake compliment in its tracks and instantly turns the tables on a hidden manipulator. Most people think disrespect is always loud. They think it's someone shouting at you, cursing you out, or getting physical in your face. But it's not. The most dangerous type of disrespect is quiet. It's slick. It's disguised as politeness. It's the coworker who smiles while dropping a backhanded compliment. It's the friend who low-key disses your achievements under the guise of just joking. They are doing this on purpose. They are testing you in the smallest moments to see if you will swallow the insult, smile, and accept a lower status in the room. If you laugh it off just to keep the peace, you give them permission to do it again. Today, we break the game completely. No complicated theories, no textbook lectures, and no academic jargon. Just raw, real-world verbal scripts you can use today to stay completely unshakable and protect your boundaries. We are going to dissect exactly why people do this, the trap you are currently falling into, and the exact words that make them regret testing you. Let's begin. Before you can use the weapon, you have to see the attack coming. Hidden manipulators love the backhanded compliment because it gives them an escape hatch. It gives them plausible deniability. If you get upset, they instantly flip the script and say, "Why are you so sensitive? It was just a compliment." You take things too seriously. They want to hurt your confidence, lower your social standing, and make you doubt yourself, all while keeping their own hands perfectly clean. It is a cowardly way to attack someone, but it is highly effective if you don't know how to spot it. Let's look at the classic examples you hear every single day at work, at school, or even around your family. The first one is the surprise praise. Someone looks at you and says, "You look so good today. I barely recognize you." Think about what that actually means. The first part sounds nice, "You look good." But the second part contains the poison. They are saying that your normal state is ugly, messy, or unappealing. They are framing your good looks as a rare accident. The second classic example is the underachievement insult. This happens when you win, and they say, "Wow, you did a great job on that project. I didn't expect that from you." Again, it is a trap. They are outright telling you that their default setting for you is failure or mediocrity. They are hiding their low expectations behind a fake smile. The third one is the backhanded style compliment. They look at your clothes or your hair and say, "I love how you can just wear anything and not care what people think about you." They aren't praising your style. They are calling your outfit weird, embarrassing, or out of place, and pretending you are just brave for wearing it. Notice the pattern here? Every single one of these statements starts with a sweet treat, but leaves a bitter taste in your mouth. The first half is the bait. The second half is the hook. Why do they do this? Because they are insecure. They feel small when you look good or perform well. They want to see your reaction. They are tracking your face to see if you look confused, if you look hurt, or if you immediately start defending your honor. If you do any of those things, they win the interaction. You have just validated their test. You have shown them that their opinion matters more than your peace of mind. The biggest mistake you are making right now is smiling through the pain. When you laugh off a slick comment, your brain thinks you are just being polite and keeping the peace. But the manipulator's brain registers it as pure submission. They realize you are afraid of tension, which means they can push your boundaries even further next time. Stop being polite to people who are actively trying to undermine you. When someone drops a slick comment, your basic survival instinct wants you to do one of two things: fight or flee. You either want to snap an insult back at them, or you want to ignore it, smile nervously, and walk away. Both of these options give away your power. Snapping back shows the entire room that they successfully made you mad. It shows you are reactive. Walking away or smiling shows you are uncomfortable and weak. Instead, you are going to use the dumbed-down trick. The entire goal of this trick is to strip away their escape hatch. You are not going to get mad. You are not going to insult them. You are simply going to force them to explain the hidden insult out loud in front of every single person standing there. Here is the exact 4-word phrase you need to memorize and lock into your brain. What do you mean? That is it. You must deliver this phrase with a completely flat, neutral voice. There should be no anger in your tone, no attitude, and absolutely no smile on your face. You are acting like a blank wall. You are showing pure, cold curiosity. Let's watch how this completely breaks a manipulator's brain in a real-life conversation. Imagine you are standing with a group of people, and a coworker says, "Wow, you did a great job on that presentation. I didn't expect that from you." Instead of saying thanks or getting defensive, you turn your body, look them dead in the eye, and say, "What do you mean by that?" Look at what happens to the dynamics in the room. The manipulator is caught completely off guard. They expected you to either take the hit silently or get visibly angry. Instead, you have just turned the bright spotlight directly on them. Now, they have to explain themselves to the group. Because they are fundamentally cowardly, they will usually try to backpedal instantly. They will smile nervously and say, "Oh, just that you've been so stressed out lately, so it's cool you finished it so well." You do not let them off the hook yet. You hit them again with the exact same flat, calm energy. "I still don't understand. Why wouldn't you expect me to do a great job on my work?" Watch their face change. They will start sweating. They will stumble over their words. The smile will vanish from their face. They will say, nothing, it was just a joke, don't worry about it so much." Boom. Game over. You have just forced a snake to look stupid in public. You didn't yell. You didn't curse. You didn't lose your composure. You simply used their own words to choke them out. Your words are only 50% of the battle. The other 50% is your physical body language. You can say the absolute perfect words, but if your body is twitching, shifting, or shrinking while you say them, the manipulator will know you are just playing a part. They will see through the act. Most people get defensive and their bodies immediately go into a low-level panic mode. They start blinking rapidly. They shift their weight from one foot to the other. They tilt their head to the side like a dog trying to please its master. Or they let out a small, fake, nervous laugh to break the heavy tension in the air. You must do the exact opposite of everyone else. You must practice absolute stillness. The moment someone drops a slick comment, completely freeze your posture. Do not lean forward into their space, and do not back away. Keep your shoulders wide and square, your neck totally locked, and your hands completely still by your side or on the table. Stillness is the ultimate psychological indicator of high social status. In the wild, the apex predator never twitches, fidgets, or looks nervous. Only the prey animal looks around frantically, looking for an escape. When you remain perfectly still, you tell the manipulator's subconscious mind, "You cannot move me. You have zero effect on my emotional state." Combine your stillness with the 3-second eye lock. After you deliver your question, "What do you mean?" do not look away. Do not look down at your phone to hide your discomfort. Do not look around the room to see if your friends are watching the drama. Maintain solid, unblinking eye contact for 3 full seconds after they finish their awkward explanation. That silence is where the magic happens. Silence creates an intense psychological pressure cooker that weak people cannot handle. A weak person will jump in to fill the gap by talking, explaining, or laughing it off. A strong person owns the silence and lets the manipulator suffocate inside it. Let them experience the full discomfort of their own toxic behavior. Let them sit in the social mess they just made in front of everyone. By refusing to break the eye contact or soften the blow with a polite smile, you cleanly draw a line in the sand. You show everyone that your boundaries are made of solid iron. Remember this rule for the rest of your life: people will treat you exactly how you teach them to treat you. If you accept slick comments today, you will accept open disrespect tomorrow. Nip it in the bud the very first time it happens, and they will never try it again. Now that you know exactly how to handle a subtle insult, you need to master the next step of social strategy. You need to know how to handle the people who try to manipulate you using guilt, fake pity, and sob stories. To learn how to spot those emotional traps and completely out-negotiate them before they use your own kindness against you, click and watch this next video right here. Stay still, stay unshakable.